You're not afraid of me, are you? Close the door, then we can talk. Close the door. Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too? And now you have it. No harm done. I knew the Greybeards would send you for the horn if they thought you were Dragonborn. Taking it was the only way I could be sure this wasn't a Thalmor trap. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. We remember you're the only... Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said, I figured we're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If Kynes Grove, there's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe... I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute, and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove. If my analysis is correct, the dragon... Let's get going. We need to find that burial mound before its dragon comes back to life.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your... There's a new... looks like that's it. Got to go. Time to end this little game.
Someone do something. I'll carve you into pieces. You think you can take me?
I love a good fight. Leave me alone.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me. I am one of the afflicted. I'd have been dead from this plague a year ago if not for Peryite's protection. Returning to High Rock, our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Peryite's wrath may consume those who remain with him. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible. Don't set anything on fire, all right? And I have no more time for talking. Go speak with Kesh if you're so curious. Until next time. What do you need?
Don't do that.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've got it. There's a new museum opening up in Dawn. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? Yeah? You change your mind? The Dawn Guard could use somebody like you. Ha! Ezron's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften.
God, my
Sorry.
Don't think you can bat. No lollygagging. Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
I with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
Nope. Sorry. No.
you.
Sovngarde awaits you.
I'll rip your heart out.
You're as serious as your own kind.
Get away!
I'll take the snow
You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself. God, my...
By the wood of the Jarl. Stop right there.
Smart man. Now come along with us.
Don't set anything on fire! Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Until next time.
Hoppus isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
What are you staring at? You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. We don't get a lot of travel. Oh, you wanted the attic room. Why didn't you say so the first time? The thing is, we don't actually have an attic room. But I think I know what you mean. Go ahead and
Blood
make
and
yourself
our
at home.
steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll
So
sing.
you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
Children of
I think you're looking for this.
fight all our lives.
We need to talk.
Sovngarde
Follow me.
dragons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
You just find that lying
You'll
around?
be back.
Must be
If
your
you're
lucky
really
day.
Dragonborn. This
Get
is your
away from
destiny.
me. What do you want? All right, then.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that... I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't... I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. I shouldn't let you walk out of here knowing what you know. You know where to find me when you change your mind. Because you will. You have to. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you, we remember you're the only... Can you do it? Can you devour? Good. And you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't... They weren't gone. Now something's happening to bring them back to life. And I need you. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing. I know that. And I figured out where... We're going to go there. And you're going to kill that dragon. Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near... I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove. Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
You've retrieved the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you. hands together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfcar will now gift you with his knowledge of love. Completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Is open to you.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capital. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by Ys. get away with that.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacked. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the problem is that place is locked up. I'm not sure. Meet me back in Riverwood. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar. The Ragnar came riding to right run from all the rigs.
Did you see a dog out there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see a dog out there? Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean. You're here, outsider.
Need a ride? I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. Horsemen are just a bunch of men. We have everything to cover. Stay out. Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard has
Attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? Of course. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. All right.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? You should be more careful with those flames. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. What? Oh, goodbye.